don't know why those the text messages were released when y'all said, first of all, when y'all said we was getting a video, which we still ain't never got the video.
And that's when I knew it was kind of capped. Like, what lawyer previews the video? Like, hey, y'all gonna get a video in a minute. It's gonna exonerate
I
my
don't
client.
listen, friend. I think that he got Buki and May to be his attorneys from the Peabodys or something, or the Blue
And
Myers,
I
because
don't know, because
this
the
don't
dude
make no
went to Yale
sense.
though. He should be smarter than that.
He should have been smarter than that to say, "Hey, don't no, I'm telling you, or I will fire you as my attorney if you put this out. This does not do anything. Like, this does not help my case. All this says is that I didn't strangle her." But with that being said, he has now been dropped by his talent management, um, and will not be. He and Valentino mutually agreed to part ways in
Okay.
regards to him attending this year's Met Gala. And I think he was also dropped by his publicist.
Yeah.
It was like a group. It's like, and so there's also talks about potentially recasting his role in the Marvel or Marvel universe.
No, it's
Mm-hmm.
Marvel. Marvel is
It's
actually a
Marvel.
real character.
I know it's Marvel. I was just
Hmm.
being silly. Um, but
I
yeah,
take this a person.
man, it's crazy because a lot of people are upset about this because they all feel like discipline and repercussions only affect black people, where
Mm-hmm.
you have like a lot of people like Ezra, what's
Ezra
Ezra's
Miller.
last, yeah,
What
uh
happened with Ezra Miller?
He's just been
oh,
an asshole, running
Oh.
around being an
eh,
asshole.
regular does like very toxic, terrible things, has a rep for like being a dick, and nobody says anything. And I
Oh
mean,
no, they saying everything. He ain't gonna come back for this next Flash movie. They just already shot it, and they was like, we ain't losing no money.
well, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But it's just like how in the industry, people, if people that are not black get all these chances. So like
Mm-hmm.
the topic of the
What
conversation,
about Johnny Depp?
huh?
Who?
Johnny Depp ain't had another. They kicked him out of 3 movies.
Well, he can
Well,
potentially sue, but then they were talking about that pirates thing. I heard whispers of him coming back.
We've been sitting on the bench for about good 4 years now.
I
Johnny
heard he
Depp.
was
Well, no,
coming
you got to
back.
remember that this trial has just ended. We still fresh off the heels of that trial where
Yeah.
he really pretty much was. I'm not gonna say found innocent, but then both they was toxic to each other. Let's be
They
Yes.
real.
were toxic to each other. She was just a little bit more toxic, so it proves,
Yeah, and
you know
so
what I'm
she was
saying?
petty,
So,
and so this only became a thing because of her. It's not like it's multiple people coming, whereas Jonathan Majors, unfortunately has a case where it's like now all these people are coming forward talking shit. Nobody really be saying shit about Johnny Depp. We all know the nigga weird. Like, can I call? I
as
didn't.
hell.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's the whole thing. And even now, now there's this whole thing about beef with Amy. What's Amy last name? uh I can't even think of it right now.
Is it the
But
new
like,
joint on Netflix?
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
no, have you seen it?
No, I heard keep
I
hearing
just
good stuff
finished it
about it.
last night.
I didn't finish it, but it's good though. But anyway, go ahead. What you saying about Amy?
um they all there's a character in there, there's the cousin,
Mm-hmm.
where he's an artist, whatever, but in real life, some years ago, he talked about how he raped this woman, and not only was it a woman, she was a black woman, and they was like cracking jokes about it or whatever. And then he said it in several interviews, like it comes up. And so now there's this whole thing because like the two leads are like really good friends with him. Like that's how he got that job, is because of them, like vouch for him, getting him the audition and all of this stuff. So there's this whole thing that's going around, and it talks about, people are frustrated because one is we were confident that they likely knew
Mm-hmm.
that this was out there.
Yeah, if he bringing it up in interviews and admitting to it.
Yeah, and then you know, and even though these interviews are old, and then yeah, so he tried to say that, oh, my words were taken out of contact. You know, I even kind of got into it with my guy about it last night. He was like, no, like that's my guy. Like he did an interview on Seth Rogen, talking about it, and he was saying his words got me. I said he is talking about it on his own podcast, not just he's saying he went to Seth Rogen saying that that's not what happened. He's trying to point the blame at other people. Yeah, you can say he was with somebody who did it, but that's not what he is saying. Like he said he did that shit.
Wow,
It
that's
was crazy.
I did not
But
know
it's
this.
so much selective like outrage
Yep.
because think about I'm gonna flip something. I know I don't want to put this brother under the bus, but
Mm-hmm.
it's selective. Terrence Howard, we would love the last best man last chapters, and that dude is on the record as putting his hands on his ex-wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
No,
it's
he beat her.
Yeah.
he made her. He said it, but then she get back with no, I'm not making an excuse. Not
Don't
You
making
do
an
that.
saying, but
excuse.
didn't
Don't
she
do that,
get
Tom.
back with him?
Don't do that, Tom. Don't do that.
You saying, but didn't she get back with him?
Yeah, they got
Not
back
making my
together, but
oh, please don't cancel me. Like but no, that's that was it that one? It was
I
somebody
don't
that
know
he
which one it
left.
was.
I don't know. You know, he been married more than once.
But he was
Yeah,
married
that's
more
what
than
I was
once
like.
to the
It was
same
somebody
woman.
he got divorced from and they got back together. That's not
Yeah.
who that is, right?
I don't know because his first wife, second wife went back to the first wife for his third marriage. And then he got
That's why I
divorced
was
from
like
her.
somebody okay. So here's the I don't think he was I feel like when Terrence Howard was talking about that, I don't think he was like boasting about it. Like it was almost kind of like a bragging. You know what I mean? I don't think that's
Mm.
what Terrence Howard was doing.
So I
You
see what you're
know,
saying. You saying like dude from Beef. He was like, yeah, I did this. I got away. Ha ha ha.
So
And then
okay,
Terrence
that's fair
Howard.
enough. So okay, question for you: do you think it would be different if Jonathan Majors just got ahead of and was like, "Hey, you know what? I was on something. I'm gonna go get me some counseling, work on myself."
yeah,
And
he should have got it. No, like I'm being look, we are no
So
longer talking about the John Morant situation.
oh, you talking about just let it go, right?
Not like
Because
no,
he went
and
to the counseling,
it's not letting it go. Because
going to counseling.
yeah, but you know, but it could have
mm-mm.
been listen now, I'm no lawyer.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is the way my mind also went into crisis PR mode when this situation happened. The he could have I'm telling you, his easy cop out would have been to say that he was using steroids. We all know it. We
Mhm.
all know it.
He could have said anything like that.
He could have said anything like there and I could have had a mood swing or what he could have got ahead of it and then we could have saw how it would have potentially played out. But your dumbass attorney in that text message, why would you even do that? Like why would you allow her to release that? And I'm not trying to victim blame or deflect or anything,
Mhm.
but that was really dumb on her part to even think that that was okay to release. Like it doesn't make him. This does not show innocence. This girl is saying, like, and honestly, in that conversation, she is doing things that people do when they have been the victim of something like, oh, I didn't mean to take your phone. I didn't mean for this, but I don't know why they said this and I didn't say this. They need to take this out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, the best thing he did was not respond, but the damage was already done.
It was, I feel like the people, because he was getting so much credibility, with the movie and everything like that. And then he was getting so much promo. And then they had this bromance with him and Michael B. Jordan and everything. He was getting such good coming at him from the media. And I hate saying this, but somebody had to dig up that. Or why did she do it now? She had every other time to put this out there. Why would she do it now? She could have did it when it first happened. But she
You know,
chose to do it right now during a time when, he was in the public eye because if you know Jonathan Majors, he's not on any social media sites. He's not on IG or Facebook.
yeah, he don't
You
have
don't see
Oh, he's
him
not.
unless he's
no, he
unless
don't have
he's
none of that.
He don't have none of that, and you don't see him unless he's promoting. I think the last time we saw him when he was promoting Lovecraft Country. That's the last time we saw him, and now we see him again because it's Creed, and then the Marvel movie. But
And then he had
again,
other projects coming out too. So you were seeing him, you see him on those
exactly.
press junkets. But you are absolutely right. That is correct. But I think, see, with that, because now it's like with that work comes fame.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he on people radar that might not have necessarily checked. And the issue with her taking the phone is because he was supposed to have been texting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the argument happened. And so
That's right.
whatever happened where he felt like, I'm not trying to get in trouble, I'm not trying to have this escalate, like I'm calling the cops to de-escalate this. And he ended up in jail. We see this story time and time again, unfortunately.
We
But
do.
it's just that, you know, um, it's it sucks. But it's also, it's like I don't have no words, but from the show, y'all know, they ain't, and I'm not saying, but y'all know what I'm saying, and it's just
I
like they
mean,
never,
we already talked about it. It's the
we-
it's the the away jersey for the Oakland Raiders.
yeah, but it's also, but and here's and I want to clarify something, because that
Mhm.
means when we say stuff like that, it feels like we're giving them a pass to perpetuate these types of
Mhm.
behaviors onto Black women. It is not okay at
It's not a
all.
pass to be any type of
You know,
abusive. Yeah.
so black, purple, yellow, brown, red, wherever it shouldn't be happening. But it's just like, I don't know who's got
We just
again.
historically have the thing of the idea of the big black
Yep.
male beating up on the
Mhm.
white woman. The whole idea of King Kong and the
Kong.
white
Yep.
girl chasing her.
Yep.
And that's just the motif we've had in our culture.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
keep it real. And that's
Yep.
just that's what we're always as black people have it. It's like that
Yep.
joke by D.L. Hughley when a shooting happened, like, hope ain't nobody black, ain't nobody black. Good, ain't nobody black. And
Yep.
like that's
Yep.
just what we are. We can't get past that because we haven't had opportunity to heal from any of that stuff and have an opportunity to even go forth with it. So we always
We'll
want to have that
keep
in the back
piling
pocket.
on and piling on and
Yep.
piling
Yeah.
on.
We just talked about somebody shooting a 16-year-old boy for looking for his twins. It's the same. Like they ain't even no white woman.
Exactly.
Yep.
It just keep
And
piling
then
on.
unfortunately it did happen to a white woman, which is still weird. I backed into a drop. I don't, you're right, Daryl. COVID has, it's all, honestly, I'm gonna say this. I told my mom this.
Hmm.
I told her that, said, honestly, let's keep it a buck. Shit it's always been shitty.
For
Has it
sure.
really, have we really progressed that much, that far after MLK and Malcolm X? We haven't. And the issue is why it seems like it's getting worse is just because we have social media and news channels that run like for 24 hours, like just like putting it in our faces. But it's not any better, to be quite honest. We can just dine and commune in the same places. That's it, because this shit is just as bad. Like, we are seeing this in broad daylight. Mike Brown is, I told you,
Real
right around
time.
it's real time. And I can't even talk about Mike Brown without getting upset or very emotional about it. And I wasn't a person, I left St. Louis on that day. And so when the picture went out of him laying on that hot ass asphalt, our first situation, first minds, it was like, damn, somebody, like, not coming to thinking about, damn, that a cop did that. Like, that wasn't out yet. When that picture went, was just, you thought that maybe he got caught up in the crossfire of some nigga shit. And then when you hear what happened, you be like, fuck. Like, again, time and time again. When is this going to stop?
Yeah.
So listen, I'm tired. I'm tired.
And I tell people all the time, at least for us older people, I've always joke about, I've been a conspiracy theorist for there's a pre 2003D, and there's a post 2003 D. I'm a evolved 2000 post 2003 D is very evolved, learning about everything. Pre 2003 D believes in a lot of conspiracy theories. I don't believe
Mhm.
OJ did it. I don't believe Michael Jackson did nothing. Anything previous 2003, I'm gonna lean in on.
Uh-huh.
But I always talk about my innocence got taken away from two things. First thing was Katrina. As an
Mhm.
adult, as an adult,
Yep.
Ooh,
that was the
Katrina.
first thing that took my innocence away
I
as an
was still a
adult.
teen, but
Mark
still
this
Katrina took
32. We're
Katrina
gonna do
opened
that
my
at the 32
eyes.
mark. Because
Yes.
that is the clip.
Yeah, because and you remember after Katrina, I had just graduated college and graduated grad school, so I'm like I'm doing all right. I'm traveling. I'm
Yeah.
just like I'm a little jiggy little dude. Like I'm making money. I'm doing my thing. Katrina happens. Fast forward, the second one for me, and then I'll forever be always disposition a certain position is Trayvon Martin. That's my two
Mm-hmm.
different bookmarks of
Mm.
my
Yep.
full like not like my innocence is as much as I could like try to be a part of this capitalistic rat race and try to do what I can. Those are two bookmarks for me of like, all right, I
Yeah.
start being conscious, and I was like, fuck it at the end with Trayvon Martin, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
then that was it. That was it for me, and I was just like, all right, this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird how you say that because you thinking about and well, I was recently just in New Orleans and it's just crazy. Well, I was talking to my Uber driver about when the levees broke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just and how she was even saying just like it's just not the same, because so many people
Mm.
had to